Greetings. My name is Ted Hicks. I'm the founder, CEO, and Chief Investment Officer for Hicks Associates Wealth Management here in Cary, North Carolina, with an additional office in Southern Pines, North Carolina. Today's Friday, March 24th, 2023, and today I want to talk briefly about Social Security. The Congressional Budget Office is forecasting that the Social Security Trust Fund will be exhausted by 2032. Now, to me, that still seems like a long time from now, but the reality is it's only 9 years away. So what happens if the Social Security Trust Fund is exhausted? Already embedded in the law is an automatic 23% cut to current and future recipients. Now, I suspect that most people are unaware of this. The fact that it is only 9 years away is starting to make more and more people concerned. However, if you are a client of ours, please know that we have been conservative in our estimates for Social Security for quite some time. And we do this differently based upon whether you're already receiving benefits or if you are not yet receiving benefits. And if you're a client of ours, feel free to reach out and we will explain exactly how we have been estimating Social Security as it relates to your financial plan. Obviously, if you are not a client, I would encourage you to make sure that your advisor, if you have one, has been conservative in their estimates for your financial plan. Naturally, if you're not a client of ours and you want to talk to us, by all means, feel free to reach out to me or my team. We do have capacity to serve additional clients, and we would be happy to see if we can be of value to you. Now, moving on, hopefully before 2032 gets here, the President and the Congress will have taken action to fix this glaring problem. However, we would like to also point out how much debt we already have as a nation, and as a result, we would certainly hope that they're not going to fix the problem by creating yet more debt. On the screen right now is our total federal debt as a percentage of GDP, or gross domestic product. On the far right of the screen, you can see that we are already at 120% of GDP. Good news is that it has come down since the COVID high. However, 120% of GDP is still very, very high, and I would argue very, very dangerous. Now, by historical standards, we as a nation create debt to solve a crisis of some variety, usually a war, and then we work to pay down that debt. There's been a couple of times in our nation's history where we have not had any debt at all. However, we have not been paying down the debt, as you can see on this chart, since about 1980. We know that during the 1980s, we had the Cold War, and we went into a fair amount of debt because we increased defense spending. Well, we won that Cold War, I think as Margaret Thatcher said, we won that Cold War without firing a single shot. That's the good news. The bad news is we didn't pay down the debt. We started to in the 1990s because of the dot-com era, and the government had a lot of capital gains revenue, capital gains tax revenue. But since then, we just keep spending more and more, and we're going into more and more debt. So we have a serious problem with the Social Security Trust Fund, and we certainly hope Congress and the President take some action. Again, this is a bipartisan comment, just so you know. But we just want to encourage, we certainly hope they don't do it by creating more debt. Now, hopefully today's video helped. If you have any questions, by all means, feel free to reach out to me or my team. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more updates. And again, feel free to reach out to us if you have any specific questions. And we'll talk to you soon.